the Masters created history. There was history that was involved at the Masters yesterday. Hideki Matsuyama won the Masters. He became the first Japanese man to win a men's golf major ever. So from a historical standpoint, this was just a shattering, a barrier shattering type of moment, a monumental moment in sports for him, for the country of Japan. And given the current climate that we're in, this was absolutely huge. So let me first just say, again, given the climate that we're in, the type of bigotry and hate crimes that have existed and that have persisted recently, especially aimed at the direction of Asian Americans, this was a huge victory for them to see a Japanese man be at the forefront, be at center stage of the sports world, and him to win a major. The storyline and the narrative is nothing short of spectacular and truly heartwarming. And I'm genuinely happy for Matsuyama that he won his first Masters ever. That's a huge, huge accomplishment. But this is my main reaction. Golf just isn't the same without Tiger Woods. It just isn't. The level of intrigue isn't there. I barely watched the Masters over the course of 4 days. I barely watched it. And it's not because I don't really like golf, even though I was never a huge avid fan, but Tiger was the main attraction. And so he's not playing. Dustin Johnson, who just won the Masters last year, didn't even make the cut. He didn't even make it to the weekend. Brooks Koepka, Rory McIlroy, even both of them didn't even make the cut. Justin Thomas didn't even finish in the top 20. Normally there are people, there are figures that draw you in. And even a character like Phil Mickelson wasn't really that relevant. He finished top 21. So sure, I like Jordan Spieth, and I picked him to win, and he's a fascinating player to watch. Jon Rahm, Justin Rose, Xander Schauffele. I like some of these guys, but I was never glued to the television. Those guys are not going to get me to postpone any type of event I'm doing to watch the television, to watch them play. And unfortunately, the same thing with Matsuyama. And so my biggest takeaway was, from a historical standpoint, I'm extremely happy for Matsuyama. I think it's an incredible accomplishment, an incredible message that he's sending. But when I think about my overall biggest takeaway, was it just was kind of underwhelming. And I haven't looked at the viewership numbers. I'm not sure off the top of my head what that was, but I can tell you this. I'm sure it wasn't nearly as high as it was when Tiger Woods won, or even last year when Dustin Johnson won, who's a bigger name, a bigger brand in golf. So again, Matsuyama had a tremendous tournament, finished 10 under, 278, his 15th victory worldwide, his 6th on the PGA Tour. Tremendous individual accomplishment. But if I'm asking myself, hey, is Matsuyama in the future going to be a golfer that I am clamoring and salivating at the chance to watch? At this moment in time, not really. And that was kind of the biggest takeaway with that. But